And we go a little something like this. Hit it. All right, dig it. Come on. Cooling at a bar, and I'm looking for some action. But like Mick Jagger said, I can't get no satisfaction. The girls are all around, but none of them wanna get with me. My threads are fresh, and I'm looking deaf. Yo, what's up with LOC? The girls is all jocking at the other end of the bar, having drinks with some no-name chump when they know that I'm a star. So I got them strolled over to the other side of the cantina. I asked the guy, why you so fly? He said, Funky Cole Medina. This brother told me a secret on how to get more chicks. Put a little Medina in your glass and the girls will come real quick. It's better than any alcohol or aphrodisiac. A couple of sips of this love potion and she'll be on your lap. So I gave some to my dog when he began to beg. And then he licked his bowl and he looked at me and did a wild thing on my leg. He used to scratch and bite me before he was much, much meaner. But now all the poodles run to my house for the Funky Cole Medina. You know what I'm saying? I got every dog in my neighborhood breaking down my door. I got Spuds, McKenzie, Alex, and Strohs. They want me, my dog, along with that Medina pal. I went up to this girl. She said, hi, my name is Sheena. I thought she'd be good to go with a little Funky Cole Medina. She said, I like a drink. I said, I'll go get it. And then a couple of sips, she go lick the lips, and I knew that she was with it. So I took her to my crib, and everything went well as planned. But when she got her dress, it was a big old mess. Sheena was a man, so I threw her out. I don't fool around with no Oscar Mayer wiener. You must be sure that your girl is pure for the Funky Cole Medina. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no plans with a man. This is the 80s and Locust down with the ladies. No joke. Break it down. Black in the saddle, looking for a little affection. I took a shot as a contestant on the love connection. The audience voted, and you know they picked a winner. I took my date to the Hilton for Medina and some dinner. We had a few drinks, I'm thinking soon what I'll be getting. Instead, she started talking about plans for a wedding. So I grabbed my coat and hit the door. I said, baby, I'll be seeing ya. That's why I found you don't fool around with the Funky Cole Medina. You know what I'm saying? That Medina's a monster. Funky Cole Medina.
What you want to do is save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging into the green?
I can ask, but he's not going to.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty.
Hey, what's going on, guys? 6 minutes late.
I would fire me if I were y'all. Can you hear me? Audio? Oh shit. How about now? Can you hear me? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see who's all in here. I think I figured out how to see who's in here. Beach Babe, Bianca, Blue Devil, Edie, G Bean, Liv Levan, Lizzie Turtleballs, Momos, my dumbass, and the Pixie. How you guys doing? How is everybody today? Hey, welcome, G. Welcome to the shit show. So, we went through batch 1, batch 2, and batch 3 of ISP's photo releases. So I'm gonna do batch 4 today, but I want to show my post that I did. I don't know if you guys seen my post that I with I mean ED3 was just it's mostly Koberger's apartment. Um I only went like 3/4 of the way through because it's mostly empty apartment. But a huge conflict of interest. Fry was the chief of what? Moscow Police Department. And Julie Fry is what the hell is she? Let me see here. Hold on. She's um the head clerk or the court clerk or whatever, the county clerk for Latol County. Is that it? Let's see here. Yeah, let's see if I can do it this way. All right, bear with me. I'm trying to. No, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do. Oh, okay. I got an idea. How about that? I'm from Maryland, Baltimore. I'm not from Baltimore, but I'm from Annapolis. Okay, now how do I look at this? Hmm. Can you guys see that? Is that big enough on screen? Or is it even showing on screen? So this is I was getting tired of Latah County. The website is shit. Um you can't do nothing. It doesn't load. You always get um like error codes when you go to the website. So I emailed the commissioner of Latah County, and I guess it went to because it says I am following up on your email to the commissioners about public records request. Can you let me know how you made the request and where you submitted it and what were the records you requested? And I mean, I got a whole chain of emails. So she told me to go to the site. I gave her the list of all the dates and what I requested previously, and I was telling her that the website doesn't work, so I wanted to talk to somebody like that could get something done. And I told her I was a representative of a certain entity that looked into, just talking shit. And just emailing back and forth, and nothing has come of it yet. I mean, but it's more of the married to Fry in the clerk's office, and she's handling public records requests for Latah County. What are we talking about? No, she works at the Latah County. She's the Latah County clerk, Julie Fry. It's Gower's wife. Oh, never mind. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see. I just had to scroll up. Sorry, Liv. But it's just wild. All the shit that is connected in this case is ridiculous. Good morning, one more red nightmare. I like that screen name. All right, remove this. And let's go. I mean, would you guys want to do the pictures or do you want to do the reports? I mean, it's up to y'all. All right. Let's see. So it starts off shitty with the wrong labeling of the car, and I swear they do this on purpose. So when you go back and look for files, they can deny they have it. Like, no, we don't have nothing on a Toyota Prius. So then and then if you ask for a Ford Prius, they're gonna deny it because there's no such thing as a Ford Prius. Good morning, Bianca. How are you? Wilder. How far is that from Moscow? Well, I mean, I'm here for the games. I played their games for 15 years. I got nothing better to do than make them answer me. Yeah, but then they're gonna say that's too broad, Momo. You know what I mean? Just like Lana. Lana told him exactly what she wanted, and they said it was too broad, overly broad. So this car stands out to me because of the inside. Yeah, I can't wait till it all comes out either. Also, I mean, yeah, they definitely didn't think. Yeah, this was Eric Gower's car. I don't know, Edie. Look what they did to, I mean, they're not gonna air anything that goes against their uh their narrative. Like I asked for before NBC. Oh yeah, that's cool. I usually watch Blue, but I don't know why I didn't. But see, it's easier to go to. Don't forget about the media. Go straight to the courts. You know what I mean? Like, look what they did to me. They gave me a court date 2 years from when I filed, and I'm still going back and forth with them, trying to see if they'll do it on Zoom because they think because it's not a big corporation like Ewu or like anybody else. Hey, Birdie, not Birdie. They think they're gonna just like drown us in paperwork. Takes so long that we get tired of waiting and tired of jumping through the hoops. But all all you have to do is just do the process. And if the process doesn't work out and it doesn't work out in a way that goes against your constitutional rights, then you take it to the feds. Then you take it to the Supreme Court. And I mean, one of them has to do something, and then it's gonna wind up on the news. Have a good day, Christine. But the news is really just they're putting out what they're told to put out. I mean, I'm in. I'm all in. I mean, I got time. They 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 pissed me off when they said that my electronic filed judicial misconduct complaint had to be notarized. That threw me over the edge. I was already teetering because of this case and the investigations and all investigations, and that's why I left. That's why I left, retired. Just because it's like spinning your wheels. So I was already on the verge, and then shit like this happens, and it can't be allowed to happen. Well, I just paid almost $1,200 for both Linda Lanes. I got like, I think it was like $90 or $120 in copy duplicate fees. It's supposed to be 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. for both cameras. They've sent me, it's been maybe a month. They've sent me 4:30 to 6:30 on the dumpster cam. 4:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. And then they wanted, I filed for Rosendahl and Tesdahl, or Rosie and Tesdahl, whatever the hell her name is, their names are, for their work product. You know what I mean? Their reports, their login, their clock, their time card, everything. Their work log. You know what I mean? Their notes, everything. Service record. Basically for the week before, the week of, and the week after the crime. They wanted $1,900. And then they mailed me one. I got a paper in the mail, a response from the a record request response in the mail. And it was for all body-worn camera recordings created by Rosenthal and Tesdahl during the shift that began November 12th and continued into the early morning hours of November 13th. And it says, your request is quite broad and will take significant time to search for and retrieve. The city is requiring you pay 2 hours of staff time at $44 an hour to begin searching for and retrieving the records that fit within the parameters of your request. Once the city is able to identify the records that exist, another cost letter to address completing the process of your request will be sent to you. If you choose to move forward with the current request, we are requiring a payment of $89.68. You may contact the city clerk to arrange your payment. And they mailed that to me. You know what I mean? I've never. That's we were just talking about Julie Fry. That's who I'm emailing. I've been talking to her. That I was talking about. That's a conflict. It's crazy. Hey, Sparkly. Damn. It was here. Now it's gone. Yeah, Miss Potts. They said $10,000 for the 3D scans of the house. They told me, here, let's look at this. I mean, I got some new subscribers that might not have seen this. But they told me that there was 99 hours of surveillance of the 1122 house. And they wanted $7,500. Not 1112, 1122. 99 hours of surveillance. I gotta find it. When was that? No, crime scene media costs. I think this is it. I gotta redact it. Oh shit. God damn it. Hold on. I stay doxing myself. I don't give a shit. Somebody wants to come to my house. They better come correct, or they're gonna die. Alright, what's this here? How long was Birdie's audio 1112 audio comparison video that they sent him? Does anybody know? Where is it? That's not it. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find this shit. Oh, right here. $99 hours is a lot. It's 99 hours of surveillance. Okay, here we go. And they just sent this to me in January. Okay, can you guys see that? Is it big enough? Hey Lee, hey best of me. Oh no, I'm talking about the request. They sent this to me in January, on January 6th, 2026. And I requested comparison recordings for the 1122 King Road, which is the 1112 comparison recordings, but you know what I mean. But the entire 1122 King Road surveillance, radio correspondence between the officers memorialized in Supplement 88, which is about the audio comparisons. Attachments linked to the report and the name of the sheriff that's provided the canine for the bark comparisons. I wanted all of that. So, in regards to number 3 and 4, a search for the requested record was conducted, and no such records were identified to exist. Therefore, a portion of your request is being denied. So you mean to tell me, hey, what's up, Christy? You mean to tell me they had no radio correspondence between the officers while they were doing that audio comparison, and the sheriff that brought the dog, I think it was Monroe County Sheriff, or Ida. No, not Ada. Not Ada. Ada. I think it's Monroe. Monroe County Sheriff brought the dog. So this sheriff doesn't exist, but it's in the report, and they never talked on the radio. Okay, so that's 3 and 4 denied because it doesn't exist. In regards to number 2, the city has processed and released 1112 King Road surveillance footage from 12:55 to 1 p.m. The city may charge a requester who is not a resident or an employee of a resident as defined in Idaho, blah, 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 blah. So they were going to charge me a duplication fee for the hours. That's before I requested this, before I knew before Jules paid all that shit. So they were going to charge me $30 for it, and we already had it. So, in regards to number 1 and the remaining hours of surveillance footage for number 2 listed above, comparison recordings, and the entire 1122 King Road. The city may charge the city's actual cost for any public records from a requester who is not a resident, blah, 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 same shit. This is an estimate based on the estimated time we believe it would take to process your request. Please understand that the exact amount can't be determined. Okay, for number one, there's 24 minutes of video footage. That's why I want to know how many minutes was the one birdie got. Because they were going to charge me $75 for 24 minutes. Okay? For number two, there's approximately 99 hours and 20 minutes of video to process that has not been reviewed. The city estimates that it will take approximately 149 hours of city staff time for redacting and legal review to process this portion of your request. The city estimates that this portion of your request will cost you approximately $7,431.62. Additionally, there is a cost for the staff time spent on administrative tasks to process your request. To date, approximately 1 hour has been spent on your request, and an additional 30 minutes is estimated to complete the processing of your request, which is estimated to be $58. This cost will be added to the above costs. If you choose to move forward, they want a deposit. Okay, so 99 hours of surveillance. 99 hours of video to process that has not been reviewed for $7,400. Okay? So this is what I did. Hold on. I gotta redact it. So, what I did is I requested the first hour because they wouldn't. I emailed her and she wouldn't tell me what it was. She wouldn't give me a list of what the video was. So I requested let me get rid of this too. Okay. Like that redaction? This is what I requested. Where the hell is it? Okay. I requested the complete unedited. Because they are dipshits. I requested the complete unedited first hour from the claimed 99 hours of recorded surveillance video captured by any and all cameras positioned on, facing, or monitoring the exterior of 1122 King Road. All corresponding metadata, everything, all of that. But that's what I wanted the first hour because I wasn't going to pay. I wanted to see what I was getting for $7,400, but they wouldn't tell me. So I wanted the first hour. Excuse me. So they received my public records request, and the request asked for access to and a copy of the first hour of the 99-hour archive of the exterior surveillance associated with the residence located at 1122 King Road. Where the fuck was it? Oh. Where the fuck is it? Pursuant to Idaho, whatever, please be advised that a search for the requested record was conducted and no records of exterior surveillance footage from 1122 King Road, Moscow, Idaho, were identified to exist. Therefore, your request is denied. So they can sell it to me for $7,400, but when I ask for the first hour, it doesn't exist. Yes. Noni, yes. I know it is. Did you also know that if you get food stamps, you don't have to pay for them? Or if you're on welfare? So I thought I fucked up when I put exterior, because you notice they don't say interior or exterior. So I sent another one. I think that was in an email. And this is a good one too. I don't know. I'm just going over these. I mean, if you've been around, you know, you already know this, but just go through them real quick. Not all of them, but just to recap the bullshit that they come with. Okay. What's up, 1-1? Yeah, it's live. Don't forget I'm retired. Okay, so I requested, I wanted everything that they gave to NBC for Dateline. I wanted to see if they gave it to them or it was actually a leak. I wanted the receipts. I wanted how much they paid, because actually I wanted to know if they paid and what they got. Because if Moscow gave them the records, the case file, the pictures and everything, because remember, with Dateline, the pictures were blurred, not black boxed. So I think Moscow sent Dateline unredacted photos, because that was before the website, the lawsuit. So I requested all the crime scene photos, digital, photographic, released by any employee. Yeah, the FBI's leak. I think I know who it is. All logs, indexes, metadata, release records documenting the date these images were released, the recipient, the specific images or files provided, the statutory basis for release. All emails, memoranda, directives, or internal, external communications discussing, authorizing, approving, coordinating, or referencing the release of crime scene photographs or digital images in case number blah 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 to any media outlet, including but not limited to NBC. All invoices, receipts, fee assessments, cost calculations, or cost recovery documents associated with the release of crime scene photographs or digital images, for case number that one, to any media outlet, including but not limited to NBC. So your request for your information falls under the Idaho Public Records Act. In regards to number 1, listed above, city may charge a requester who is not a resident. Yeah, you get all that. So a duplication fee. So they were going to charge me $30 to give me all the pictures that are already out here. And number two is all the logs, the metadata, the release records documenting the dates they were released and everything. Yeah, good luck requesting anything from NBC. So in regards to number two, a search for the requested records was conducted and no such records were identified to exist. Therefore, that portion is denied. So they don't have no logs, no indexes, no metadata, no release records documenting the data, or the date they were released, the recipients, the specific images or files provided, and the basis for release. That doesn't exist. Okay, in regards to number 3 and 4, a public agency may require a request for public records specifically describes the subject matter and records sought in sufficient detail to enable the city to locate such records with reasonable effort. This portion of your request is overly broad. The request as written would generate a lot of records to search to identify which records would be responsive to your request. Please provide a date range and the parties to the communications to assist with narrowing your search. You identified NBC, but included any media outlet. We would need to know specific names of the media outlets. It's bullshit. Because I don't know. Because this is why it's not monetized. Hey, that's backwards. What the shit? There we go. That's why I don't monetize. Excuse me. So, exactly. The request is overly broad, but they wouldn't know. It's not a fucking Elantra, bro. How many times I gotta say that? You can't identify that fucking car 100%. Period. Nothing in that 1112 video can be 100% identified. And I don't want to hear that's an Elantra. If it was an Elantra, it would have been an Elantra would have been included in the first 9 vehicles they were looking for. And it wasn't. But you know what was? A Fusion. And I know you can't. No, it ain't. Because you've already said that it could be a Tesla. You can't say it's definitely an Elantra when you also think it could be a Tesla. You've said that out of your mouth. Oh, out of your fingers. Am I right? Okay. How many other visual indicators show it's something else? If it has any, if it could have 10, it could have 100 visual indicators of a car. If it has one indicator of another car, it can't be denied. I mean, it can't be ID'd. 100%. If there's a possibility it could be another car, then you can't identify it 100%. And you're telling me, and I know if you say yes to this, it's a lie. If you didn't know, if you're coming in and didn't know nothing about this case, and you weren't looking for an Elantra, you wouldn't know that was an Elantra. If you could watch that video all the way through And if you didn't know you were looking for an Elantra, you would never pinpoint that's an Elantra. I'm not biased. I'm using your words. You said it has traits of a Tesla. So if a car can't have traits of a Tesla and an Elantra, it either has traits of a Tesla or has traits of an Elantra. And be nice to Jeff. Jeff's alright. He's just a little confused. No, you didn't. Because they told you they were looking for an Elantra. You damn sure didn't identify an Elantra off the 1330 parking lane to lane video. Damn well didn't. I spent years looking at fucking security footage cameras. Okay, so let's say it isn't Elantra, and you're right. Okay. How do you pick one car out of the 5 that leave the area and enter the area from 4 to 4:30? 5 or 6, I think it is. How do you pick one and say that's SV1? How do you know which car was the suspect vehicle if there's 5 cars that leave all within 15 minutes of each other? That doesn't matter. You can't. That's like tracing a squirrel. It's like tracing your hand and turning it into a turkey. You can't just take an overlay. You don't know the angle. Your picture that you used for the overlay was a flat 2D picture. The picture of the still frame on the Linda Lane had an angle to it, so it doesn't have the right dimensions. You can't put them on top of each other. Understand? I don't care if it's an Elantra. I don't care if Brian Kohlberger did it. I don't care if he didn't do it. I don't care if it's an Elantra. I don't care if a knife was used. I care that these fucking people need to start investigating like they're supposed to. Okay, but that's what okay, you've been looking at video for 30 years of Elantras? Who's out here looking at one frame of the video? But anyway, all the records we have. I mean, okay. I wasn't on YouTube. And I really don't, I mean, one detective to another. He should have known, if he was any kind of fucking cop, he should have known that a 2D flat overlay can't be put on a diagonal car. Uh-oh, Lucy's here. The fucking chat, the fucking stream's ready to go down. My internet's gonna fail and fucking nothing's gonna load. I'm going to be looking at a zoomed in screen for 30 minutes talking about it won't load. I like fucking with Jeff. He don't bother me. He don't understand I could give a fuck less. Shit. There I go again, fucking doxing myself. So anyway, fucking public records requests are some bullshit. I don't know. That fucking video. It was set up wrong. It was the wrong angle. They changed the settings. Put the link. Put the link in the chat. You're a mod. Put the link in the chat. I'll pull it up. You know I ain't scared. I ain't shit. You got me fucked up. Put the link in the chat. You're able. I made sure you're able so you can't talk shit. Right. I don't just talk out of my ass. I kind of know some things. I only looked at fucking surveillance footage for fucking 10 years. Doing the same exact shit. Trying to pull fucking bullshit out of a fucking mountain of fucking bullshit. I'll play it. I'll debunk the shit out of that video. Live and in fucking color. Everybody gets a chance around here. You're right. And you ain't gonna figure it out. Oh, hold on. I thought you... someone want to know actually who killed these kids. I thought you said Koberger did it. So why do we need to know who killed the kids if Koberger did it? You just shot yourself in the foot, bro. And you're right. I don't care. There's one thing I care about. And that's popsicles. Pineapple popsicles. Fucking with Jeff, I ain't even been scrolling. We're still on picture 19. Right, he's always said BK did it, but he just said, what did he say? You're right, you don't care. We need to find out who. Hold on, let me see. I don't want to be misquoted by fucking Jeff for the next fucking 3 years. You just said all I need to hear. You don't care. Someone want to know actually who killed these kids. Pineapple and pomegranate. No, I gotta go to the store. Don't. We got one more time to say Granny's name before she shows up. She ain't called yet. She'll pop up like Jeff. Who said where I was a cop at? Somebody asked where I was a cop. Baltimore. Shit, probably, motherfucker. Jeff, I mean that one. I wouldn't talk that bad. I don't like FBI, but I wouldn't talk that bad about FBI. I think FBI is a step above Jeff. Come on, you got to give him a little respect. Isn't this a puke bag? I'm almost positive. Or it's one of them gloves that you put on before you put your hand up the cow's ass. Just put on some foundation. He cleaned the shit out this car. He didn't take out the oatmeal pie though. Only thing I don't like about Kathy's videos is they're all fucking too short. Where's his car seat? He's got a kid. I don't care what I did. I had 3 car seats in each one of my car. Well, 1 car seat in each car. 3 car seats altogether. It's hand sanitizer. I didn't misinterpret anything. What are you talking about? Look, he's got fucking alcohol in the back. I mean, I don't really care who killed the kids. And they're not kids, they're grown ass adults. I don't care who killed the kids. Damn, you got me saying kids again. You know what I do care about though? If four people get killed in my neighborhood and the investigation leads to me because I got a gun collection. You know what I mean? Because they're too lazy to do an actual investigation, and the university wants it to be solved and out of the view before the kids come back in a month. I care about my rights, your rights. I thought we were talking about your video, Jeff. I didn't. I thought you were. I mean, I'm 40. They're kids to me. I got a kid that's 4 years younger than them. They're kids, but they're grown adults when it comes to the law. I got them. I'm loading them up now. This batch 4, like the photos of batch 4, they slowed your computer down like crazy.
Build apps that scale.
Hold on, guys. I'm trying to fucking come into the 20th century. I gotta go kick my grandmother. She's running my fucking dial up. She must have fell asleep or something.
The moment you need it. Want to write your own code? Push and pull from GitHub. As you go. Own your workflows and environment. When you want that visual impact, drop in any NPM library. What? Should come online.
I hate putting in my Wi-Fi password.
Security built in.
Just pisses me off.
Every step of the way. Ready?
Jeff, when you gonna buy that Gretsch? When you gonna buy that Gretsch I got? They're all like this. they're all fucking a shit show, Mandy. This is one of the better ones. Nothing catastrophic has went wrong yet. Yesterday I tried to load pictures for 20 minutes. I kept saying they weren't gonna load. I was just zoomed all the way into the wall and it was showing a white screen. Somebody came in and said, "Look at the line on the bottom." And it was a scroll bar. I was like, "Oh shit." All right, what do we got here? I don't know what this is. Blame Jeff. How you sent me a video with twirling elantras? Hold on. Oh, he don't. That could be any car in the fucking world. Let me see something. Hold on, guys. All right, let's see here. What do we got? I'm so unorganized. I wish I was organized. Where the hell is it? I can't find this son of a bitch. Let's see here. How can I bring up two screens just like that? That's how I can do it. Look, that could be the same car. Can you guys see that? Imagine that. And that's a fucking Volvo. All right, let's see here. What are we doing? Get rid of this. Right. 100%. If BK did it, I mean, he says he did. He deserves whatever he gets. But also, if he did it, why in God's name would the prosecutor, if the story is what they say it is, why would you get rid of the death penalty? Because somebody who can do that deserves to die. Shit. All right, back to batch 4. Yeah, but the thing is, I do give you credit for I mean, that's doesn't take balls. It's just everybody. Why wouldn't I? That's the thing. These take so long to come up. Jesus Christ. Why does it say error? But Jesus Christ. If they ever load, and I promise they're loading this time, I'm not zoomed in. Exactly, Kathy. Because what happened in that house is a lot different from what they're telling us. And if Brian really did it, or whoever was guilty of this crime, and they were sitting at that defense's table, they would have let that shit ride. What in the holy son of a bitchin'? Yes, I did. He actually emailed me. Yeah, one. The warrant. The judge should go to jail for signing that warrant. Markle. But how can the people of Idaho be okay with spending all that money, giving Ann Taylor all that money, and then taking a plea? Yeah, we have no idea what happened in that house. That's why I say, and I will always say, these people saying, "Oh, we don't need the crime scene photos. We don't need the graphic crime scene photos." Bullshit. That's what we need. We don't need the autopsy photos. Let the family have the autopsy photos. But when a crime is committed in public, it becomes the public's concern. Them graphic crime scene photos is what you go by. You don't go by the reports. You look at the photos, and if the reports line up to the photos, good. But the photos will tell you the story. the bodies, position, all that shit. That's what you need. The unredacted crime scene photos. And there, it was never a problem when the tabloids were putting out who was it? Sharon Tate. She was pregnant on the floor, stabbed up in her stomach, and her baby. The tabloids made money off of that. What's different about being on YouTube? If the families don't want to see it, don't look. Yes, I do. One more. Hold on. What'd you say? Kathy, 0. I don't know about 1-1, but my grade would be a 0. Let's see. We need proof. That means gravity. Right, exactly. We need proof. I'm not taking the word like I was trained to be inquisitive. And now they just want me to take the word, just go at the word of absolutely not. They paid me to ask questions. Now they want me to pay for answers. And it ain't happening. Well, I mean, it is happening, but you know what I mean. What the fuck is going on with this bullshit? I'm trying, guys. Hold on. I'm fucking losing my mind here. Nothing's working. The chat's just white right now. Yeah, hear it? Exactly, Witchy. It ain't. It was a candle, actually. Incense, not a candle. I don't smoke. Smoke weed sometimes. Oh man, not a big smoker. And also, the PCA says they slept. They slept all night. Right. How about Nicole Brown Simpson? Her whole son of a bitchin' esophagus is hanging out on the internet. This is okay. This is okay. Like her shit was, it was cut all the way into her fucking trachea. Like her trachea was fucking hanging out. That's Ron Goldman. That's all right. This is okay. This is what a knife attack looks like. Blood ran down to the fucking street. How about that redaction? I mean, this was the redactions we used to have. A fucking couple of pixels. Right, her dog walked all through it. I think it was OJ's son too. That's crazy. That's a deep fucking cut too. I want to find it. Not that I want to fucking look at it, but I just want to prove a point. Hey, I don't know where the fuck it's at. I'm not spending all day on this dumb shit. Like all this is okay. It's okay to be on the internet. That's all right. That's what I can't understand. The families were paid to take the nonsense. The families were paid to accept. They took the money to not ask questions. 100%. You'll never convince me of anything other than that. That's why they didn't sue the school where the kids went. They sued the other school because they took that money and they couldn't fucking. Idaho said, leave us out of it. Exactly. All right, I'm tired of looking at this fucking car. We don't know what it was. And honestly, two 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 slices to the throat. Like what? I don't understand that. Like that just sounds like they said that for like a visual. You know what I mean? Like their necks were cut from ear to ear twice. Like they just said that for like effect, I think. What would be the point? Now, yes, 100% Lucy. Now I'd believe that they were cut. Yeah, he definitely got off because he was, I mean, the race issue. And fucking Ron Goldman is a piece of shit that fucked it all. That's another thing with the cops. Exactly. And no blood nowhere. There's not enough blood in either one of these rooms for two people. What do we have? Like a gallon of blood in us? 2 gallons of blood? And I understand internal bleeding can be a thing. But I've been to scenes that the guy lived. And he just went to the hospital. And there was more blood than this. No, we don't. I got 8. I got 2 doing 25 years. I put away 8 cops while I was a cop. Fuck a dirty cop. None of them had blood on none of their socks. What are you talking about? Mattresses don't soak up blood. The mattresses are soaked with blood in the pictures. Are you saying they don't soak up blood, or you're asking if that's what I was implying? And you're not gonna tell me. Where are their legs? Like, come on now. One leg was supposed to be over the side. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is almost like there's no body here because I mean, a head would have been here, right? Oh, I know there was a cleanup. Okay, Xana's blood was so soaked with blood, but the carpet she was laying on top of didn't get any blood on the bottom or the top of it, but it went underneath the rug onto the floor. How does that rug in Xana's room have 0 fucking blood on it? And none of these people had fucking, they all had clean socks? Okay, but beat the shit out of the 2-liter bottle and stab it fucking 50 times and see how much coke goes everywhere. And then times that by 4. Look, where the fuck is her leg? Her leg was supposed to be on the ground. They were redact here, but not. It's bullshit. Right, exactly. That's what I mean. I know what you're saying. I'm not. I wasn't. I just talk like an asshole. My thing is, right, but partially cleaned. Is it? Depends on if you got good coke. Just kidding. The body doesn't seal up when you fucking go. What? What do you have, a self-sealing body? You've never cut yourself? It doesn't seal back up. Not right away. You got to heal. Right. So how did the killer move around? And first of all, anything that happens in the house is pointless, because they never definitively say the point of entry, the time of entry. If they can't say when somebody goes in the house, then what they did in the house doesn't matter. And if you have a fucking pillow and stab that bitch 67 times, fluff's gonna be everywhere. Annoying. I don't know. Did I say annoying? I'm probably talking about the pictures. I wasn't talking about anybody in particular, I don't think. If I was, I can't remember. How many times I gotta tell you I don't give a fuck if he's innocent or guilty? But there was a fucking super struggle in this room and didn't even knock the fucking bottle over? Oh, I mean, come on. Yeah, the sheath's right there. And if this is how they were found, you know, I thought that, June. Or maybe she was pregnant or something. I don't know. They're all kinds of different. How do you know, RJ? How do you know? You can't say that definitively. We don't know. We don't know what they look like. They could be lying. They both could have no wounds to their face. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't, but I'm saying it's possible. And what was one victim doing while the other victim was getting beat? Right. And what also pisses me off is SB1 parks. You can see the headlights park. He's not in the house before 4:08 a.m. I mean, I believe you. I'm just saying but how would we know? You know what I mean? There's no way to know. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just that's why the crime scene photos are needed. But the car that they say is Brian's is not stopped before 4:08 a.m. It's at 4:07 and 59 seconds. It's pulling up in that back parking lot. Xana gets her DoorDash at 4 o'clock. It's 2 hours late. You know she's got to heat it up. They say she was in the kitchen heating it up. So how did he get in? He didn't enter through the slider. Xana was in the kitchen. If he enters through the slider, Xana can't be surprised when she goes upstairs to see what the problem is. Xana would be attacked as he comes into the kitchen if he came in the slider. And if it happened like they say, Xana was in the kitchen with her food, ran to her room after going upstairs. It had to happen after 4:08. If that's who was if that's the car. Right, that's exactly what I was saying. Right, you can see the headlights stop at 4:07:59 and 4:08. So if it takes him 30 seconds to get in, that's let's say 4:08. Let's say he stopped and magically got in at 4:08. But if they came in the front door, Xana would have seen him down there for picking up the DoorDash. Right. It's crazy. Oh damn, no wonder I'm in fucking top chat. Why doesn't YouTube make it start at live chat? Jeff, if you made all this time, if you did all this making websites, how'd you have time to fucking look at videos for 30 years? I'm just fucking with you. Right. Exactly. And I think Molly saying she didn't get a text from the customer. I think DoorDash was sending Molly. Exactly. And you can't find in one of these documents where they say definitively when he came into the house and how he got in there. It's always an investigative inference. Not always. It's one time. It's investigative inference. Right. And then the headlights can be seen on 1127 at 4:07:59. Xana had just got her DoorDash 8 minutes earlier, according to the narrative. So where's Brian go in, Jeff? When, where, and how does he get in that house? If you can't tell me that, you can't tell me he did it. She was in the kitchen. That's what they said. She was in the kitchen with her food, walked upstairs, seen the commotion, ran downstairs with her plate, dropped it in the room. That's where she got attacked. No, that's what they say. She got her food and went to the kitchen. That's the narrative. That's not me saying it. And she wasn't on TikTok at 4:12. They changed it to 3:16 or 3:12 or something like that. Yeah, they did. They changed it. What do you mean, like the Boise time shit? I don't really understand that either, because I've never had my phone not change time zones or change time zones. I don't understand that either. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. 1320 is the dumpster cam, right? And that the dumpster cam is the one that said it was rebooting from 3:30 to 4:07. 1320 Linda Lane surveillance footage for November 13th. This footage is maintained this footage is maintained by property management company. The state would seek admission of this footage pursuant to this. The relevant footage is taken on November 13th, approximately 0.3 miles from 1122. The state may rely on video footage around 3:29 a.m. showing the suspect vehicle, the area of the crime scene prior to the homicides. The state is in the process of obtaining a certificate of authenticity. And 1330. The state may rely on video footage from approximately 3:30 a.m. to 4:07 a.m. showing a suspect vehicle traveling around the area of the crime scene prior to the homicides. So they have the footage. They have 3:30 to 4:07. Right, but it doesn't matter when it is, Blue, because they claim that the camera footage was off. The camera was off, and there's no footage from 3:30 to 4:07. And they're relying footage around 3:29 a.m. on the 1320. So it couldn't have been rebooting. And didn't the FBI say that wow, that's wild right there. This is big. I've never seen this. This unless I'm a fucking idiot. Right. because none of the video can be authenticated. I don't think. Because they, first of all, if the chain of evidence for the sheath is bad, what do you think the chain of evidence is going to look like for the fucking 1112 footage? This is crazy. This is wild right here. This is insane. So, I don't know, maybe, dude, you know it'd be crazy if I get this footage with the Linda Lane footage. That'd be fucking crazy. I'd put a fucking birdie watermark on it. I'm just kidding. I still, well, my mind's blown, yo. It's crazy. Sorry. That's wild. You said 43? Right, Kathy, exactly. How do you think the chain of custody would be for the fucking the light bulb camera? Right here, 316. But the thing is, how did the police not have that username and password? I don't believe Mowry when he was trying to look at the footage through the SD card. He received the login information and then he was still trying to look at it through the SD card. That's crazy. I can't fucking get over this. Right? Or go after probable cause and show that there was no probable cause and get everything thrown out because of fruit of the poisonous tree. Where said that it was where was it said that it was updating? That the Linda Lane camera was updating. Where did we hear that from? Yeah, and Blue Devil, they did in 2025. They were still waiting on authenticity records for all of that shit. No, 3:30 to 4. um, it's still up. This is the state's reply to defendant's objection to motion in limine, self-authentication of records in reliance. 3/24 2002. I mean 2005. They were saying that they didn't have the footage from 3:30 to 4:07. And they're going to use footage around 3:30 for the 1320, and they're going to use that exact time frame for the 1330. Yeah, judge could have went with him, but he didn't want to. I can't believe this. I want to know where we heard that this camera was updating. Anybody know? Thank you, Blue Devil, for that. Because that's what everybody's been saying this whole time. Everybody's been saying that they don't have 3:30 to 4:07. But they were going to use that in trial? Where's my papers, man? Where are they? Where's my files at? Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I'm saving it right now. There's a ton of shit in there. Come on, man. Why the fuck isn't this thing trying to save? All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I just remember hearing it. Hold on, I'll be right back. The Linda Lane 1320 camera. They said they didn't have the footage from 3:30 to 4:07. Because the camera was updating. Is what I've always heard. But I don't know where I heard it. I just don't think this looks like there's enough blood for if she got her face beat in. Okay. Thanks, Blue Devil. Shit. This is Stephen Hain, ain't it? Note, the camera that points down to Linda Lane goes offline every day from, and it doesn't say. There's got to be an. It says it goes offline. Any of what for? Hey, what's up, Christy? Krista? Holy shit! I knew them numbers. I knew the numbers were fucking. I knew them numbers meant that there was other fucking cameras. LL1 and LL4. There had to be a 2 and a 3. Once logged in, you can choose any of the 4 cameras from the list on the right. You can click on playback. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. I think we just uncovered something. Or maybe. I don't know. Right. We have LL1 and LL4. Where's 2 and 3? Yeah, that's Indian Hills. I knew that shit. I knew it. Holy fuck. Let's go. I got that. No, this ain't a Mallory report, though. This is from Vargas. You think it's in there? I'm 40. I did 15 years. I retired early. There's 4 Linda Lane cameras. I can't even get past that. I'm like stuck. Yeah, I was tired. I mean, I worked for Baltimore City Police, and it is just so. No, there's not a camera on 712. And I just got tired of the corruption. It's spinning my wheels. You're not being able to fix anything, no matter how many cops get arrested. And plus, cops don't really like me. I put their asses in jail. Yeah, but I'm rough. I'm more rough. I gave 2 sergeants with my investigation 25 years apiece. They were pay ravens. They were just being pieces of shit. Thought about what? Anywhere else there in the country, they'd be all over social media giving interviews. Exactly. And where's the pictures of the party? Where's the social media of the college party? Yep, straight up. Can't stand them blue bastards. That motherfucker was. He was. I mean, all you gotta do is look it up. It's a big case. Gun Trace Task Force. They were fucking. It was a ton of them. It was a big issue. They were fucking pulling people over. They would find drug dealers' houses, and like they would bust in the drug dealer's house and just take what they wanted. Lucy, where did we did you know about the fucking 4 Linda Lane cameras? And that there is footage from 3:30 to 4:07? What about President Green telling them to go home on the 14th? What if they had... Exactly. Yeah, why the fuck? Yeah, I did. I did. I read it. I'm trying to find it. Lucy. So do I. You're not special, okay? No, that's what it says. They have the footage. They were going to use it. Right here. 3:29 from the 13:30. I mean 13:20. And 3:30 to 4:07 from 13:30. I know. I'm just fucking with you. I got everything. I just don't know where it's at. I got like 17 files of the same shit. You know, my computer would probably run so much. And this is a new computer. That's what's crazy. Oh, I don't know. I don't know nothing about Idaho. All right, let's see. Is it in? It's in these ones. And what's ridiculous, Kathy, is qualified immunity. That's what needs to go. And lifetime appointments need to go too. We don't need new laws. We just need to enforce the laws that are on the books. Hmm. My grandmother still has a flip phone. Do we know, is this the right report? I'm still fucking looking for this dumb shit. Okay. That's dumb shit. This is we're trying to find the report for, well, I'm trying to find the report about the Linda Lane cameras. And where the fuck? See, it's fucking Spokane. I thought I did. What's it called? The supplemental from mm, I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Sorry. All right, where the fuck is this file? I know I had it. What was it called? Not the forensic documents, right? Excuse me. Hmm. You dickhead. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you names. Albertson? I can't even remember what I was fucking looking for. Excuse me. Oh shit, I was muted. Damn. Ain't that a bitch. I'm not no more, am I? Hey, Sarah. You can't hear me now? Okay. I hit the button on my fucking keyboard. Like what? Do they not ever throw away any can? This right here. Only Xanax and alcohol withdrawals can kill you. That's the only ones that can kill you. No, she works for Latol County. She's the clerk. Talking about Julie Fry. I still want to know how. Was she fishing or did you foil land a foil? What the hell does that mean? Hmm. This is Dylan's. Hmm. That's how it is in Maryland too. Vertical is under 21. Yeah. What tell us. I was muted again. Son of a bitch. I gotta go pick up my kid. I'm coming back on around 12. Appreciate you guys coming. See you in a little bit.